God's verse in Luke 12:13 says. This passage precedes one of my favorite parables. It tells of a rich man whose harvest is so abundant he needs to build extra barns to hold it. He never thinks about sharing his abundance with the poor. That night he dies with his barns full and his soul empty. What profit was there in his greed? I have never understood the need for billions of dollars in the bank, building interest when it could be used for good. How much money does anyone really need? Now, I know that there are many wealthy people who establish foundations to support people in poorer countries, or who work to bring water or food to others, who establish scholarships for the poor and underprivileged. But I also know that there are many who hoard what they have. In another gospel passage, Jesus talks about the widow who contributes all she has while the wealthy man gives a pittance of what he has. I had a friend who ministered in two communities. One had a number of wealthy parishioners while the other was supported by people of more moderate means. I bet you can guess which contributed a greater percent to their parish. If you guessed the one of more moderate means, you would be correct. But the wealthier parish was much more demanding of his time and attention. Greed can be an ugly failing, while generosity is always appreciated. A generous spirit actually shows in a person's face because they are happier. They don't live in fear that someone will rob them. I don't know about you, but if I'm going to have lines on my face, I prefer the smile ones to the frowns.